What it do, baby?
What it do, baby?
Cause that shit don't get old to me, bro. That shit don't,
Hey,
All right.
it's classic.
that shit don't get old to me, bro.
It's
You gotta
classic,
have the
man.
blood next time you say that on camera. You
Nah,
gotta.
I just gotta be looking down, bro. I just gotta be looking down. What it do, baby?
Oh yeah, yeah, you right,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
What's
classic.
funny about that? Matter of fact, welcome to the No Buffer podcast first.
True, true. Good catch, good catch. Welcome to the No Buffer podcast, man.
Right.
We're here. We're here. And if you're looking at this visually, I am your host, last name Good, and up under me is the lovely.
Cheyenne XO. And then to my right would be the most incredible, handsome, chocolate dropping thing on this podcast.
Hold on,
What?
girl. You gonna make me start? Gonna make me throw my
Yeah.
robe on, start singing D'Angelo. Lingo Steve-O.
Well, he
Hey,
forgot to
look,
say his name.
but yeah, you feel me? I drew a blank.
Yeah.
Like, hold on now. Nah, I'm just bullshit. But um, nah, the funny shit about that Kawhi shit though, cause we never see that here on his side, like that side of him. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what makes it so
Like,
funny, really.
right? I never thought he sound like that. Period.
Right,
Like
right.
that. Like I never even thought. I know he was smoking. I never thought he smoked.
Dog, they definitely be
I
on the
legit thought
cannabis.
this nigga was a robot.
That's funny.
So, hey, how you been though? I feel like we ain't did nothing about what two. It's been 2 weeks, something like that, or a week and a half, something like that.
Yeah, it's been about a week and a half. Man, I'm still out here with the same old, same old.
You sound like you
Ain't
about
been doing
45 right
different.
now.
Huh?
Talking about with the same. I said you sound like you about 45 now. Talking about with the same old, same old.
Man, that's how I
With
feel.
3 kids,
Huh?
Said with 3 kids.
45 with 3 kids.
Oh no, that's terrible. That's what I feel like though.
Mm.
But yeah, same old, same old. Just I don't know, waiting to hear something back about my nose. That's all.
Mm.
Other than that, I want
Damn.
job working me
I,
too, but still got one, so I'll be alright.
that's a blessing. Hey, it's real in the field out here, man. You got a job right now. You
I'm
blessed.
I'm essential as fuck.
I'm
I ain't
essential as
essential.
fuck.
Say, hey, I ain't essential, but I'm still able to work, man, and make some bread out here. So I'm happy about that. I'm
Well,
definitely
that's
happy
good.
about that. Yeah, man.
How y'all been?
Cooling, man.
Yeah, y'all going back outside next week? Football season?
Uh, fam, I went to Lowe's like this past weekend, and
Oh, field trip.
right field trip.
Right.
So in my mind, I was thinking like, all right, cool. I'm about to pull up the Lowe's. I probably ain't nobody gonna be in there. I figure I can just go in real quick, do what I need to do, come on out. When I tell you Lowe's was so crowded, like it felt like everybody and their mama was like, "Yo, we should just go to Lowe's this weekend
Yeah.
and ball out." Yeah, it was
Niggas
crazy.
got shit to
Bro,
do, but honey do list and extra bullshit around the house.
Home Depot too.
Yeah, that might be what it
Yeah.
was,
Home
Cheyenne.
Depot
Like
been like that too.
I was just like on purpose trying to get out so I can do some things. Try to get my garden back started at the crib, and since they,
Oh yeah.
ain't gonna be no meat, so I need to make sure.
What you growing?
I got some tomatoes, of course. I got some basil. I got some oregano, some thyme, rosemary,
You got
sage.
seasonings.
I got them herbs, man. You
No,
gotta
that's
have them
right.
herbs. Gotta have them
Herbs.
What a
herbs. And
what a food at.
I
Niggas.
said I got tomatoes. I got peppers.
You
Um,
ain't say pepper.
Yeah, well, I got peppers. I got peppers, tomato. Like honestly, bro, when it comes to the food, man, like it take a long time. Like
I
it
know
take
it. I know. We
it take a long
we used
time,
to
man, for
grow
that
corn
food.
and shit. We used to grow corn and some other shit in the backyard a long time ago.
Hey, you be wondering why like all them farmers and stuff be doing them GMOs and genetically modifying everything. Like, bro,
That
that's
shit
the
don't
only way
save
that
the
food.
world.
That's the only way you can get that stuff to grow fast, bro. Like, other than that, you be out there waiting, wait almost 3 months
Yeah,
to get a
it's a white
harvest,
game.
bro. Yeah,
And then don't let somebody get damaged by the bugs.
Oh, it's
bro.
your whole crop messed up. Now you gotta start over from scratch.
Last year, last year it caught me off guard. I saw a little caterpillar. I was like, "Oh, caterpillar chilling." Bro, I came back the next day, all of my tomatoes, leaves, and all gone. I'm talking, it was down to just the stems, bro.
Oh,
Out
I
there
don't know.
playing around being nice and shit.
Facts.
I don't know if you follow him, but the owner of Soul Crab ATL, his name is
Hmm.
Darius, and he has a garden that he's been growing like a lot of herbs and different vegetables and fruit from. So
For
that'd be a good
sure.
person for you to like, I guess, follow if you know not if you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
don't.
What I really need to do, Cheyenne, is like just go and set out like a little area in the yard and either
Mm-hmm,
build a box or get the land straight. Cause
mm-hmm.
I'm basically in pots. That's another reason too, Steve, why I ain't named a lot of food. I'm like in stuff that grow well in pots.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. You gotta get out there and dig, man. You ain't got shit to do.
He
you
got
ain't
like
lying, bro.
he got a few like pots on his
I mean, beside the kids and shit, of course. My fault, bro.
Yeah, that's all good. I understand where you were going from, man. And no disrespect, no disrespect.
but he got a few pots on his porch. But then he
Mm,
had like a full out greenhouse that he did.
that's dope.
It's dope. Yeah.
Hey, we ain't got no choice, man. I'll tell you, it about to switch up. So, y'all, if y'all got a little land in
Hey,
y'all backyard, y'all better go ahead and try to build something.
My mom ain't trying to hear that.
hey, people so bored though. My dog started landscaping at the house. He got that shit. He put lights on the walkway and he
Hey,
done got some boulders.
bro, this
He done made
quarantine
a
that had
little
me
where you
doing
can put
all
a
kind of
fire out
stuff.
the little fire pit.
Yeah.
That's dope, though.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
I
lie.
said, bro, I've been knowing you 20 years. I ain't know you do. I said, I know in 20 years I ain't know how to do nothing but cut the grass. He out here, he out here get busy.
Yeah, bro. Got to figure out something, man. I don't know about y'all though. Like, so, like, of course, sitting around, you're able to look on the internet a little bit more than what we normally do. But, bro, I don't know if y'all peeped this. Like, maybe like a week or so ago, folks were doing this. Like, join my circle or something. You know what I'm talking about,
Oh, yeah, that scamming ass shit.
fam? Like, see, this might be pissing me off with this stuff, Cheyenne. Cause like, they be believing in it. They go hard for it, and then 2 days go by, you don't hear them talk about nothing else. I'm like, what happened to join my group? Send 100. Like,
You know they sound about as bad as that what was the scheme, what, 4 or 5 years ago? Give me 500, I'll flip it.
no, and folks be
It's
falling for that stuff
bad.
too, man.
It's all bad. I don't know how as a full fledged adult you still falling for stupid shit like that.
Folks be falling, like, and falling hard though. Like,
That's
that's the
how I feel
real
about
move.
that's how I feel about people when they whenever I see somebody post like, oh, I'm a tag when it be like tag Tyler Perry, he giving away such and such money, I automatically unfollow you because I think that you are incredibly stupid to think that man just gonna be if you just tag him in a post, he gonna give you some kind of money. Yeah, I unfollow you
Uh,
immediately.
it'd be the dumbest thing ever, Cheyenne. Like, I'm like, why? And then I'm gonna tell you what get me though. When it be people who all think they're gonna fall for the scheme, be falling for the scam.
Oh, they fall for it hard too.
I'm looking at these people like I thought you were smarter than that, fam.
And
Like,
then
what
got
are
the
you
nerve
doing?
to tag you in it, like you just as stupid.
Yeah.
Sir, I wouldn't I'm tagging myself and I'm unfollowing you. And I'm removing you from my follower list because I don't need that stupidity around me.
Hey, I got room for three more, man. Three more. Join my circle. Lingo, you ain't fall in the trap, did you? I know
Bro,
you're a gambling
you know
man.
what?
I said I know you're a gambling man. You ain't fall in the trap,
Hell
did you?
no. Hell no. Like, what? Listen, I wish I had, bro. I stopped talking to you come use some bullshit like that. Like I told
Yeah.
y'all, I think I told y'all once before, folks were coming with them Ponzi schemes and the whole what's the companies they used to have like organic gold and shit like that. Niggas selling coffee
Oh
and shit
yeah.
out here.
Yeah. It used to
Yeah,
be a
I
big
stopped talking
one.
to you.
I forgot the name of it. When I was coming, it was like Tahitian treat or something. It was some kind of juice or something they were selling. Tahitian noni or something like Tahiti noni, something like that.
Yeah.
Folks
Hey,
was
I got a
doing for
question
the
for y'all.
scam. What up?
Last time y'all had family dinner.
Shit,
Oh, with
family
me and my
like every week.
no, me and my well,
Every
me and
week.
my my family like kids and wife, we eat dinner together every night. So
Oh no, I won't do it
yeah,
every night.
Oh, okay.
So what
yeah, we
happens
do that.
is,
Y'all so y'all sit at the table and all that shit.
all right, this is usually how it happens.
Yeah.
One of us, so between me and my aunt, we'll have like a recipe we'll be looking at all week, and then we'll decide which one of us is gonna be the cook for that week. It usually happens on between a Friday and
Mm,
a Saturday. We either do like last week we had nacho night. The week before that, I did spatchcock chicken again. I did homemade fried apple pies. Another week, like we just be doing all kinds of shit. So like it's usually like a
yeah.
one thing where we're like cooking or one of us is cooking a big dinner, and then you kind of just eat as you may.
So
Oh,
you
that's
don't sit
pretty
down
dope.
at the table. Now
I
that
mean,
is dope, but I'm saying,
a mandatory thing because we be sitting at the table like we'll sit outside on the patio and like do the fire pit thing. Or we like lately our thing is in the grill, so we'll start like we got some steaks. About 2 weeks ago, we had steaks and scallops, shrimp, asparagus, baked potatoes. We had all that shit on the grill, and then we like sat outside with the fire pit and the lights and shit. So yeah, that's kind of been our shit.
nah, I feel it. Now I asked
No,
that
that's dope.
because I was watching Boomerang. Y'all watch that show?
I haven't got.
Oh, I
I
thought
watched
you were
the
talking about the movie when you said boomerang.
no,
That's what it's based off of.
yeah.
I ain't seen the show. No. What is on?
BT.
See?
Yeah. Not all right. Drinking some water. Raise your hands in the air. So, it's kind of all over the place, like Atlanta, right? The show Atlanta,
Hmm.
and it's here in Atlanta too. But it's like the kids of Halle Berry, not Halle Berry, Robin Givens and Eddie Murphy. They like the main characters or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Anywho,
this
huh?
this sound like a forced situation. What?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I really don't want to explain the whole. All right, so like the main character, the daughter, she like they all work at the company now. So Eddie
Hmm.
Murphy got a advertising agency company. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, and they work there or whatever. But you don't never see Eddie Murphy. It's just like he's always referenced or whatever.
Yeah.
Just in the
Yeah.
Anywho,
corner.
I asked that because one of the last shows I saw, the episode was about one of the friends and how she got a new job in Paris or whatever, right? So
Hmm.
long story short, her whole time there, she's like in Paris in the hotel room with a phone on Instagram, trying to find. The only reason she'll go outside is because she's trying to get something for Instagram type shit. It was like kind of sad. Like she was trying to set up the camera, like all kind of shit. Anywho,
Dang.
she ended up dropping her phone in water and whatnot, right?
Hmm.
So that kind of ruins what she had going on. But when that happened, she ended up like enjoying the actual city. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and long story short, she ended up at a dude house. Uh, he having family dinner with his family or whatever, and it was just like a refreshing sight to see that. Basically, what I'm getting at, and she didn't understand a word of French. Like she's just in there, but she's seeing it from a different angle. You see what
Angle,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Right.
She's feeling the energy, like you know what I'm saying, like, and I
Yeah.
read the subtitles, mom, like no cell phones at the dinner table. You know what I'm saying? They praying together, yada yada. It was kind of refreshing. Like we kind of fucked up here in America because like all we be into is our phones and shit. Like you get what I'm saying?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like that's a rule that we got at my house. Like when we eat dinner, no cell phones. So like no cell phone, no
For
technology
real?
at the table. Yeah, while we eating dinner, no cell phones at all, bro. Like we might have the
You mean
TV
your
on.
own home or like
Yeah, in my own home, like me and my wife and our kids, like we don't have no cell phones at the table. And granted, it's just me and my wife
I
that got a
mean
cell phone.
you
But yeah, no
right.
cell phone. But I'm saying that's something
That's
that
what I
like
was getting. I
we
feel it.
implemented that.
Y'all implement
Like
that though.
yeah,
Okay.
because it's like how just like you said, you get around the table, bro. Folks just be on their phone, and it's like I mean, at the most we're gonna be at this table for like an hour. Like we can chill at the table for an hour and have a conversation
Right.
without trying to go to the phone.
Correct. And then, like I say, it was just refreshing to see because, like I say, she didn't understand nothing what was going on. Like everybody at the table was
Yeah,
speaking French, like, but she was just looking like it, she was just like, damn, like this is. It was refreshing for her, and I felt that shit through the screen. Like she played a good
yeah.
role in it. Like, you know what I mean, just
No,
really like being
that
around
whole
family and enjoying each other, and having good conversation. And
right.
I can say like
but okay, Cheyenne.
no, what you saying?
I was about to say all it took was for her to put her phone down, bro.
Yeah,
To
that's
really
it.
like, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't even enjoying the city. Like she worried about how her hotel room looking, what her friends doing back across seas and like, nah, like,
Instead of enjoying the time while she was done.
yeah, like I mean, and I having one of the best times of her life just doing that simple shit. Like
Right.
Y'all
so
ever
I
had
was just I was thinking about myself. I ain't had family dinner in so long.
No,
Besides
you should
like
do that.
like holidays and shit, but ain't nobody sitting at the table. You got the table set. You know what I mean?
Right. Nah, bro, it's
That's what I'm
important,
getting.
bro. That's important. What you were
Yeah,
saying,
I feel it.
Shania?
sorry, I didn't want to chew and be rude. But I don't know if y'all ever had like friends or y'all own family if y'all did game night. Like not
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
thing, like as a regular like we play spades every Friday. Like
hmm
to have those little things and like nobody's on their phone, everybody just kind of kicking it, chilling, drinking, playing the game or whatever y'all doing. Like that shit is very underrated and very fun by the way.
No, real talk. That's game night. That's something I haven't did a game night in a minute. Like it's crazy. Before all this stuff went down, me and my wife was talking about like trying like doing a game night. We invite some friends over and kind of you know do some different stuff, bro. But like that game night is always fun. Like whenever you bring out spades,
What?
taboo. Like you can't go wrong with spades and taboo at a black party. I don't know about a white party, but at a black party, spades and taboo gonna ring off either way.
Spades and taboo is the go-to joint.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
ring off, man. You have a good time as long as you can play spades. So I think the last game night I had probably was that when y'all all came to the crib, like for
All
Noel,
right.
like the daddy shower or whatever it was. That was the last time I had like a game night.
Oh, okay. That was a minute ago.
Yeah,
I'm
but that was like
thinking.
7 months ago, I think.
That
That
sounds
was
like
back
Yeah,
in
that
y'all
was a
September.
minute ago.
game night. No government trying to plan for the last
Facts. We
yeah,
might have to do a virtual game night.
at this point.
Hey, hey, you know what? It might be a blessing in disguise. Little do y'all know though, because when the world opens back up, we're gonna have a lit game night.
Bro, the game night gonna be litty.
Gambling.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's gonna be a whole situation.
Yeah, it
It's
is
gonna
gonna
be a
be a
whole
whole situation.
situation.
Yeah, I'm taking off work.
Like I will say this, right? It's a lot of clubs and restaurants that are closed, but man, when I tell you if they can survive this, bro, when they open up, they gonna have so much business they ain't gonna know what to do. Like
What?
everybody,
They're gonna be
yeah,
overwhelmed.
they gonna be overwhelmed, bro.
Hey, look,
Especially,
no bullshit. Nigga might think about going in the restaurant business, boy.
yeah, you've been talking about it long enough.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm talking about like going like working at a restaurant,
Oh, I
like
got
a waiter or some shit. Them tips gonna be outrageous, bro. Niggas gonna be friendly.
Hmm. But that
Oh, you
just
dropped my
reminded,
drinks? Don't worry about it.
yeah, that just reminded me. Yeah, y'all go ahead. I'm sending a text message. I'm trying to do a better job of keeping in contact with people that I've done business with that are affected
Uh,
by this situation right now. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of folks who can't get no money right now. So I'm
you.
trying to do my due diligence and make sure I'm at
oh,
least.
you on? Oh,
I'm
you on the BS?
no, no, it ain't the BS. It's just like real talk, bro. Like I don't know. I can get some
Nah, you
meat.
missed me. Like you missed me with the quotation mark. I wasn't talking about BS like bullshit. I was talking about something else.
Go ahead. I'll say what you gonna say.
The black sheep.
The black sheep.
I don't
Ain't
follow.
that what that shit was called?
I don't know the reference, bro. Give me some knowledge.
Ain't the black sheep the restaurant you was DJing at and shit?
Oh, black sheep. I mean,
Alright, bro. Alright, bro.
yeah,
Act like I'm crazy,
I
bro.
got
Oh
you.
Alright,
no, I
bro.
really didn't know what you was referring to.
No, but I ain't know what you said. But yeah, yeah, black sheep. All anybody that I've done business with, I've been trying to send. But y'all saying that just reminded me I need to contact somebody else who I haven't contacted about everything. So you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Act like I was tripping.
Y'all know
No,
what
you weren't tripping, bro.
I had somebody that was like, "Oh yeah, y'all should do an event at Black Sheep." When I was saying we was trying to do the game night for our 100th episode or whatever, and it was like, "Yeah, you should get at Black Sheep Tavern." And I was like, "Yeah."
For sure.
And I was like, yeah.
Hey, real
Most deaf, like most deaf. Got
real talk. Shout out to Edgewood, man. Edgewood don't help me, Cheyenne, Lingo, Find Me Up. A lot of people in the crew that don't held us down, man. Shout out to Black Sheep Tavern. Shout out to Music Room. Shout out to Up Top. They ain't open no more, but shout out to Up Top
Check
Lounge.
him
There's a
out.
lot of, you
dog
know what I'm
up
saying?
top ain't open for us. Crazy.
Check him out.
Shout out to Edgewood. No, man, man, I ain't made a lot of money on Edgewood. I ain't gonna
I
lie
was
about
gonna
that.
say, what they turn up top into is actually pretty legit. I went in there once for like a
What's the
reset.
name
The
of the
ghost
spot?
bar thing.
No,
No,
not
it's
Ghost
something
Bar.
else.
It's called Our Bar.
Oh, that's what Skinny Dip did she skip what is it, Skinny or Skippy Dip? I forgot her name. The Asian girl
But yeah,
used to work at a department store, right?
yeah,
Bartender at department
yeah,
store.
they turned it in. I mean, it's a nice spot. They didn't clean that shit out. It's really nice. It's big on the inside. It's dope. So yeah, so shout out
About
to
to call my boy.
Our
About to
Bar.
call my boy Justin, Mr. Edgewood.
Call who?
Probably Mr. Edgewood.
Justin, Mr. Edgewood.
You talking about call me Mr. Edgewood?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Bro, if you start calling me Mr. Edgewood, there'll be a lot of people hating on that.
Facts.
But
You
to be
think
fair,
so?
I've done well, I know so 100% there'll be a lot of people hating on that. But man, he really did that on Edgewood. And I was like, okay, cool.
You
People gonna hate, bro.
you know what's
It is
funny?
what it
Now
is.
that you mention that, I've been meaning to touch on this subject for a while, only because I've been home and because I've been seeing it lately on social media. I mean, I know it's been happening, but I guess right now it's at an all-time high because niggas ain't got shit to do with be in the house and look at themselves in the mirror. But this self-righteousness shit is extremely overboard. Like I literally cannot take it.
Yeah, I
Like
feel you.
I
The
really
who movement?
self-righteousness. Like
Oh
people
yeah.
in this space where they feel like just like nah, like I'm just not here for it. I'm not. I just feel I don't know if people are just at home bored as hell and they feel like they need to explain every nook and cranny, high and low of their life, and they want to exploit why they are the way they are and how great they are and why they're chosen. But I really need people to relax.
Yeah, man. I
Nah,
try
I
my
feel
best, Cheyenne. Like I try to kind of be quiet about certain things and not talk about a lot of stuff too. Even though I be feeling the type of way about stuff, I kind of like keep quiet on purpose because, like you say, at the end of the day, don't none of that junk matter, bro. It's all about what people remember. If you got to
Right,
keep reminding people of stuff, you ain't do your job in the first place.
right, right. I just thought I'd put that out there because I've been seeing it a lot,
Yeah,
and it's just like that shit just nasty. It's gross.
yeah, it is. It is. It's very self-serving, as what
Oh,
the
very
old folks would say.
yes, very very true. So I just wanted to put that out there for anybody who is listening to calm your
Hmm.
in your balls and just relax. We get it.
We get
We get
it for sure.
it for
We
sure.
know what you don't did, man. We know what you don't did.
I
Well, I was gonna ask you, have you because I know Lingo has, but have you been watching the Michael Jordan doc, or have
have
you seen it?
actually. I missed the last two. I watched the first
haha,
one.
Okay, okay,
haha.
No,
okay.
I'm a big docu person. I love documentaries. I don't care who the fuck it's about. Hey yo, first of all, we're not just gonna flash over Dennis Rodman in this fucking wedding dress like that. Shit did not happen. Cause I know
Hey,
you, but
Dennis Rodman was a rebel, man. Like he did what he wanted to do.
that shit. When I seen this, I was like, this nigga is, but like I knew he was wild, but when I seen that, I was like, yeah, this nigga bugging. But it's
No,
I mean so far I like how they have it laid out. Um, I like the behind. I always like behind the scenes stuff. So
right, right, right.
always kind of puts me in a state where it's like I was there, but not really because a I don't watch it.
Yeah.
B I was young as shit. So it was kind of cool to be in that space of like watching him grow and be that person. And I think for him being able to watch this stuff from years ago and be able to talk about what was happening in that moment and just kind of
Hmm.
on it like it was. I mean, so far I'm in love with it. Like it's a really good documentary.
Yeah, it's solid, man. Like, of course, I'm glued to it because ain't no sports on, so I'm also like
Right.
Sunday at 9. I'm like,
Right.
what's
Yeah.
up? I'm there. I'm ready. But I mean, I personally, I was of age to like understand what was going on, but even now they're showing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, so you kind of get a lot of Jordan personality because it wasn't like how it is now. Like you didn't know anybody's personality. All you pretty much saw was when they played and the post game interview, and outside of that, you didn't really know much about somebody's personality as a celebrity back then because people were really celebrities. Like they were off the
Right.
grid unless you had
Right.
that access. So seeing how everything went, I thought that was dope to see. But it was just the stuff that I learned was just like how, of course, the hot take was like Scottie Pippen not really getting paid, but to me, the biggest thing was like, bro, I didn't realize Jordan didn't really make a lot of money until his last 2 years in the league.
Yeah.
Like everything before that, he was on $2-3 million contracts,
Right.
and then he hit him for that 30
That's
plus
because he
two
had to
times.
change though. Like he
Yeah,
had to,
yeah, yeah,
like he was part of the demand. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like,
100%.
but
But yeah,
yeah,
it's a good
a
doc.
lot of his good years were wasted for. A lot of his good years was wasted for laying the foundation. Like
Yeah, yeah, you ain't
you feel what
lying.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I think a good
Like you see people making $200 million for one contract.
that's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, good to
Uh,
back on your point about
so
that celebrity part. That's also been cool because like you said, you don't really know him outside of shoes and if you grew up watching him, but seeing those stories and hearing those stories and like learning how he got the way he is, and I don't know, I always think that's fascinating. the character building moments in parts of people's lives is like really fascinating to me, especially when they're not so much in the social media. You can't really gauge who they are for real. Like that's cool as shit to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm thoroughly
Uh, uh,
enjoying that.
what y'all watching any shows right now? Like any new
Oh,
shows?
nigga, yes. I've been on man. I got so many shows.
Okay.
I don't know. Some of mine are kind of quirky, so
Yes.
I've been catching up on Grey's Anatomy. I'm about to start watching Snowfall because I can finally
You
watch.
said catching up? I thought you don't watch it.
Yes, I am. But it's like it's so because I watch so many at one time. It's like
I got you. I
um,
got you.
what's another shit I be
And she fought that Grey's Anatomy, man.
man? I
Heavy, bro.
that man.
Heavy.
That shit be having me stressed.
Hey, I ain't mad at
What
that,
made
man.
you choose Grey's Anatomy over House?
No, I like House
Mm,
too. I love
that's a
House.
good question,
I
Lingo.
started I started watching House before I started watching Grey's Anatomy, but I watched all of House.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you a hospital show that I really be on though, like for real, for real.
House, you watched all the House?
Yes, I used to watch House when
Hold
it
on,
came.
you watched all the House?
Bruh, I used to watch
She
House
said,
when
"Bruh,
it came on
yeah."
regular TV. Like I watched all of House. I used to
You
watch
what?
in Criminal Minds like
Man, I
season.
fell off around like season 3.
Nah,
I can't even tell you.
I
I
fell
can't
off
even tell
around
you
about
that though.
season 3.
I watched House when he quit, came back, Daniel lost his license and everything. Yeah, like I'm on my House shit.
Hey, what's the joint George Clooney used to do like way back
Ah,
in the
my
day? Like
bad.
one of the first joints.
Uh,
Don't nobody know?
nah.
H know. He back there in the cut with it.
He's
He don't know
showing his
either.
age.
Oh man,
Stop showing your
but look,
age, bro.
no, that's cool. I ain't worried about that. All y'all aging right now in this pandemic. Everybody get older.
Facts. I'm 45 with 3 kids according to y'all.
That's what I'm saying. No, but real talk, the show that I've been watching though, like medical show or hospital show is Chicago Med. That's pretty good too.
Oh, I ain't got it.
I
Is it
like that a lot.
I started
How?
Money Heist. I started
Who?
Money Heist.
Oh, okay, how far you got?
I'm like on like I just started like
Oh, okay, okay.
Saturday. Yeah, it's still new. That's still new on me.
Hey,
Um,
sidebar.
Yo.
The George Clooney show is ER. That's what I was talking about.
I watched a
Okay.
little bit of it.
It's
I
like one of the
Hold
original
on. Hold
joints.
on. Hold
yeah.
on. Shane. It's 8 seasons of House. You saw 8 seasons of House and like how many of Grey's Anatomy?
It's
Like
like
300.
16 of like Grey's Anatomy.
Alright, I'm out.
It's
That's
16.
a
Shy,
lot.
you gotta step outside.
I do watch that, but when I'm in the house, I watch
Listen,
TV.
I'm looking at shit now. It's 8 it's 8 seasons. That's a lot of seasons.
Well, you already know how I talked about it on
Shit.
the podcast one time. I went back and watched. Yeah, like
And it's 20 episodes a pop.
I know, bro. I finished the last
It's
episode
20 episodes a pop.
2 weeks ago, and I'm waiting on the new season because
Yeah,
Hey, I
see,
ain't gonna lie to you. I forgot. See, that's why I started. That's why I started watching this shit in high school. Cause this shit was in '05. Came out in '05.
yep, that sounds about right.
mm.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
watch.
we used to watch it with the substitute teachers come in. That's what happened. The substitute teachers.
Boy, I used to
What
love
happened?
that, boy. When the substitute teacher come in, boy,
Yeah,
that'd be the
yeah.
move.
Like that. Like I'm telling you, I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday, man. We used to play cards and watch House, bro.
That's
That
funny,
was a good
bro.
day. That's a good day.
Yeah, that's a good day. Hey,
That's a good day
hey,
for
ain't
me.
nothing, ain't nothing better than when the substitute pull up. You see that little video card up front of the desk? But that was the good old days. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all had DVDs when y'all was in school already. We had the VHSs.
Now, we had in elementary school, they used to bring the TV out on the cart.
Yeah, on the cart.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, stop
yeah.
playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Hey, let me
Stop
ask y'all
playing.
a
The
question
TV to
though.
come out on the cart. Huh?
Why they had the
So
TVs
I
on
was
the
in
cart
elementary
though, bro?
school. Well, huh?
I'm saying why they had the TVs. Yeah, you're right. Because by the time I got to like middle school, they had TVs in every room. So for y'all, that's probably by the time y'all got to like high school, they had TVs in every room, something like that.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have
So in
TV.
elementary school, they
Yeah.
used to roll them out. We used to watch like Goosebumps or the Magic
Shout
School
out to
Bus
shout out to Goosebumps, bro.
and the Magic School Bus. Don't do them like that. Shout them out too.
Oh,
Oh, shout out to Miss Frizzle. I know what you talking about.
that
Ha
Shout out to
ha.
Miss Frizzle.
Ha ha. Or we used to let that recess play too.
Hey,
I
You
like
don't
that.
know
so
about
check this.
recess.
This
No,
this here is this is like super random, right? But when I looked up George Clooney, I just happened to look up like he got a tequila company.
I didn't know that.
Uh huh.
He do like so. I'm just reading right. So in 2017, the company Diego, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. They purchased it from George Clooney for 700 million plus 300 million, based on the brand's performance over the coming decade, right? So here's the crazy
Oh
part
my
that I want.
god.
So check this out though. That ain't even the kicker. Here's the real kicker. The three co-founders, so George Clooney and two other people, they all three initially invested $600,000.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Bro, they
You
put
talking
in
about a
one
come
point.
up?
Bro, they put in 1.8 million and made a billion. Dog, that's crazy, bro.
Tequila.
I need that
That's
kind
a
of money
come
in
up.
my life.
I need a come up of that.
Right.
Dang, that's crazy, bro. That's a real
Need ten
flip
hundred
right there.
thousand first. We gotta take these baby steps.
You ain't lying. I'm just saying, I use that as a motivational tool for the No Buffer podcast. We got to get this money. You feel me?
Nah, I definitely feel you. I definitely feel you. Hey, I was thinking about a situation. We was talking about cars and shit. When the last time y'all been peer pressure?
Peer pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a minute for me.
Yeah. I ain't been
What
outside.
was it?
I don't even know how that feels.
Um, I'm trying to think. I probably was like maybe 20. And if I think hard enough, it probably was after this. But the last time that I can really think about it, I was like maybe 20, maybe 22, 23 years old.
Uh huh.
And so this guy that I was working with, his birthday is 420, right?
Uh
And so they had a party. And I don't smoke, but like we at the party, and everybody was just kind of chilling. He was like, "Man, you gonna hit the joint?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I hit the joint." But it was just like I knew in my brain I didn't really necessarily want to, but I was just like,
Right.
I didn't want to kill the vibe of the night because everybody was like really
Right.
having a good time, and so I
And
felt
I'm at the
like, damn.
party.
And I'm at the party, you know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of like, all right, cool, whatever. But so, that was like 2022, 23. But I'm sure it was probably something before, I mean, after that. But that's the only thing that's the initial thing that came to mind.
Oh, okay. Cheyenne.
Yeah. I don't really know last time I got peer pressure. I kind of feel like if I don't want to do it, I ain't gonna fucking do it. So I don't know last time I really got peer pressure to do something.
Oh, okay.
What
So
about you, though?
nah. So we was talking about substitute teachers and shit like that. That shit brought back a memory, and it was just some
Yeah.
random shit. That was the last time I got peer pressure. The story I'm about to tell you. All right, take a little
Okay.
drink break.
No, no, I can still hear you. I got on my headphones.
You put on headphones.
I said I still got on my headphones so I can still hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pouring tequila. Get my story. Get my story right.
You been on that legal heavy, huh? What you
You
got?
say what?
Silver or gold?
Uh, silver.
Bro, what the
It was
story is,
good,
bro?
bro.
I'm sitting here. I'm waiting on you.
Okay. Cool. So it was 11th grade.
Hmm.
Me and a few of my people, we didn't want to go to class, right?
Right.
So we were like, such and such got a sub in his class, and then we were like, and what such and such got a sub in her class. So we was like, we went to the first sub. Went in there, it was getting a little rambunctious in that motherfucker. Like, everybody, it was just too much going on. You know what I'm saying? That ain't where you want to go to lay low type
Right.
shit. You feel me?
Right.
All right, we go to the second class. Shawty was kind of stern, so we couldn't even get in that class. So we was like, all right, what we gonna do? Cause class done been started by now. Like, you feel what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Got folks roaming the halls, like, you know what I'm saying? We try to be like mysterious about this shit. We try to get to where we need to be at. So I'm like, man, all I really want to do is play some cards. Like, where we gonna go? My dog say, oh, we can go in the teacher workroom. I
Oh
say,
wow.
what?
That's all good. That's all
I said, the
good.
teacher workroom. Bro, I'm telling you, I can't. I come in here all the time, bro. Don't nobody be in here, bro. I got some head in here before type shit. Like, I said, word, all right. when, when he
Word.
when, when he said when he said I got some head in here before, that's like, okay, nobody comes in this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I still didn't want to go in there.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, these folks probably walking in and out, like they eat their lunch here, all kind of shit going on. So, we go in there, we get the little game started. The whole time, I'm like, bro, I just don't feel comfortable being in here. These niggas taking the snacks and shit out the refrigerator and the cabinets and shit. I said, here we go. We about to get expelled, and we playing cards. They gonna throw the gambling on it too.
Right, right.
So this white lady,
Oh yeah. I
so
ain't
this
think
white
about
lady
that.
walk in. She, yeah, like we just playing cards. They'll throw the gambling on it and everything. They stealing this shit. Like, that's expulsion. So this white lady, she walk in, she say, "What are y'all doing in here?" Mind you, like as soon as the door open, like we got to hide the cards and shit. You get what I'm saying? Bro, we hide the cards and shit. We sit directly across from each other and shit. Like we just like what are y'all doing here? So I say such and such sent us down here because we got in trouble or whatever.
Look
She
at
was
him,
like,
the little
oh,
liar.
okay.
The little liar.
Walked out. Yeah. Nobody else was about to come up with nothing, bro. Like nobody else was coming
Yeah.
with nothing. Everybody had the wide eye deer. Everybody had the wide eye deer in the head like shit. I had to think on my feet, bro. This is about survival. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is about survival. This is about survival. So I wait like 20 seconds and I peek out the door. I see her going to talk to another teacher to see what the hell's going on. So I
Right.
said, bro, we got to dip now. Like, so they hop up. I said, bro, when you get out here, do not run, bro. Just walk down the hall. You know what I'm saying? Like everything normal. So we did that shit, right? Soon as we hit the double doors, we having flights and steps, bro. I almost broke my leg twice. I almost broke my leg twice, bro. Like, I went home limping that day, bro. I almost broke my leg twice. We jumping flights and steps, bro. but
Oh, fuck.
But I ended up just going to one of my other teacher class who was cool, you know what I'm saying? He seen the look on my face. He was like, all right, you can chill for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But I was out of there. Anywho, that's the last time I've been peer pressure. Like, that was like, I could have got expelled, bro. Like, that's what I was thinking
Right.
about
Right.
some
Right.
cards. Yeah, about some cards. I could have got expelled, bro. But
Would
yeah,
have been over
I
with,
almost
bro.
broke my leg twice.
Would
Yeah,
have
bro, I
been
would have been at
over with.
crib. I would have dropped out. I would have been the ultimate failure.
Bro, hold on. So I didn't go to school in Atlanta, but I understand crib is like open campus. It was like the alternative school. We had an alternative school in Macon too. So it's like
Yeah, that's the
the fact that
alternative
you don't,
school in
the fact that
Kirkwood.
you don't, The fact that you don't process that in your head, like, bro, I would have went to crib. I would have dropped out.
I would have dropped out. I'd have been
It would have
selling
been over
drugs.
with. It would have been over with, bro. We
Yeah,
would have had no buffer
that's what I'm
podcast.
saying. All about damn card game, bro. Cause I ain't want to go to class. Cause you best believe, see, they was expelling niggas for fighting, bro. They gonna expel you about the cards, bro. Cause they gonna say you gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Right, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
Which
started
is
throwing me
even
off
more wild. I'm
immediately.
gonna tell you why it's more wild. I'm gonna tell you why it's even more wild though. They'll do that shit, right? We had a whole gambling room at ISS.
Yeah, y'all wild.
Bro, ISS was like, I don't know about how y'all ISS was, but our ISS when I was in school was like for the birds, bro. Like you would legit be in there with probably a coach that coached like any random sport at the
The
school.
DB.
Yeah,
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Our ISS teacher coached the DBs on the football team, and
right.
he was just doing ISS because you gotta have a class.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But
That's
that
how it
was the
always
gambling
is.
room.
That's
I'm
funny.
talking about we ended up playing spades, talk, dice. We balled the paper up, shooting in a trash can for money. You know what I mean? So that's was really why if I would have got explored, like we got a whole gambling room in the basement.
That's funny.
And you wanna know the funny thing about that? I've never been assigned to ISS.
Really?
Ever?
Ever. Like, but I was in there a weekly basis. That's why I met little baby at. That's what I told you.
That's crazy.
No, that's I mean, no disrespect, bro, but that's like shocking to know that you never got ISS, bro.
Yeah. Like no
Don't be
disrespect.
disrespectful, bro. I only been
I
suspended
say no
once in the sixth
disrespect.
grade.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like ISS, I lived
I've
in
been
ISS
suspended
at
once
one
in the
point.
Yeah, I was at ISS once. I don't know why,
No,
but
I ain't never been assigned to ISS. See, you got to be quick with you got to be witty when you dealing with these teachers, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, yeah, you quick on your feet. That's it. I remember, I remember when I was
You got
this
to be
is
quick on your feet, bro.
like elementary school ISS for us. We used to have to be like in the so like the way our school was set up. You
Hold on,
walk
hold
into
on,
the
hold on. I'm
school.
sorry. I'm sorry.
We had it in elementary school, bro. I went to a bad elementary school, but that was
You had
good. But it
ISS
was
in elementary school.
100%. And check this out. It was a good elementary school in a bad neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? So like, hear my story. Check my story. I'm trying to give y'all some Matt history. So I'm in ISS, and at this particular ISS that I got this week is me and a guy by the name of Amir Butler. So for y'all that don't know who Amir Butler is, that is who when Jesus be talking about gold mouth, that's gold mouth.
mm,
So me and him, we went to elementary school together, but
Okay.
he was like a couple years older than me. But I'm talking about when I tell you that like Amir was always in like ISS, it was just like he lived at ISS, bro. So like we in ISS together, but the way our ISS used to be, you in front of because in elementary school there ain't a lot of kids that get ISS. It's kind of like to get ISS in elementary school, you really messed up. You feel me? It
Can
ain't a
I ask
lot
a
of people.
question?
Go ahead.
What is ISS in elementary school like? What? How is that? What does that look like?
So okay, I'll tell
Paint me
you.
that picture.
At my elementary school, ISS used to be you had your you know how you used to have the desk in school, right? Your little desk. So our desk would be in front of
Yeah.
in front of the principal's office. So you would be sitting in your desk outside of the principal office, where you can't play around because you right there in front of the principal office. You feel me? And then on top of that, the way the elementary school was set up, the principal office is like in the middle, so all the kids had to walk by. So it was kind of like it was a shaming thing. You know what I'm saying? Like so, everybody saw you was in ISS, and then you couldn't really do nothing, bro. What was that?
Train will go on by. I had to roll the window up.
Oh, okay, for sure, for sure. But yeah, bro. So it was kind
I
of like a
mean,
public shaming type thing, you know?
hey, now I was just about to say like some medieval shit when you was at the gallows or some shit.
Yeah, it was like that. It was that type of vibe, bro.
Damn. Nah, that's kind of fucked up though.
Yeah. And I only had that one time in elementary school.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You been suspended.
No, I never got suspended, bro. Like I didn't get in a lot of trouble. I was that kid that the trouble that I got in school, especially early, was like I was just a smart kid. So I used to finish my work extremely fast. And so I would finish my work and
Everybody got
instead
their
of letting
story. Stop
no, it's just real talk though. Like, but instead of like
it.
being quiet, like instead of being quiet, I used to finish my work and then go to talking to everybody else. So it was kind of like interrupting everybody else's work. So I used to get like, poor scores on conduct because I ain't, and then they found it out like, oh, he bored because he doing his work so fast. So I started getting in like some better like gifted classes and stuff like that.
Hey, Shine.
Huh?
I know you was a little badass.
I really wasn't. I
What's your
just had
eyes story? Nah, you was a badass. I know you was.
no. I just had a bad attitude.
Alright,
That would
that's
get you
how
in
it starts. Okay,
ISS.
cool.
I just didn't. I just
Exactly.
felt no. My thing was if it didn't make sense, it's just like why am I doing this? So I would
Mm.
always get in trouble because I would just be like, well, this just don't make sense. So there's just like no point in me doing it. So I would get put out of class all the time because I was talking back because I was like, well, this is stupid. Shit don't make just rational sense to me. So I'm not gonna participate in it.
Told you he was a little badass.
I just had a smart ass mouth, which has carried me very well to adulthood.
Which has what?
Carried me very well into adulthood.
So
Oh,
it stuck
okay.
with you.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I don't even remember. Oh, I know what I did. So I had this fat ass teacher named Miss Sams in like fifth grade.
Dang.
And
Her name was Samson.
no, I hated this bitch. I hated her so much because she was like, no, like friends would say this is why I don't like fat people, but it's not that I don't like fat people. I don't like fat, lazy ass people. And this bitch was lazy. She would literally sit at her desk, snap her finger, and she would just pick a random child to tie her fucking shoe because she couldn't bend over to tie her own shoe.
Oh no, no, she trifling.
Yeah.
She
So one
trifling.
day, we was in line. I'll never forget. We was in line like in this was fifth grade, so they were trying to do this thing with like transitioning you to like get ready for classes and like get you acclimated to having different teachers and shit. So I was like, all right, cool. So we was in line getting ready to switch classes, and this bitch literally snapped her finger and pointed at me and was like, "Come tie my shoe," and I was like, "No, like what the fuck?" And she was like, I'm asking you to do something and you not doing it, you being disrespectful and disobedient. I was like, I'm not tying your shoe. Like the fuck, that's not what the fuck I'm here for. So anyway, long story short, she called my mama and told her I had an attitude problem. She asked me, she of course she didn't tell her the whole story. She told my mama I had an attitude problem. She told her that she asked me to do something and I didn't do it. So my mom being my mom, I was like, why didn't you just ask me? Like, my mom put me on punishment and shit. And I was like, why do you just ask me what like, this bitch literally told me to tie her shoe. And I was just not having that shit. And so, like, my mom ended up going up and cussing her ass out. Was like, don't you ever tell my child to tie your fucking fat ass shoe ever again. And I was just like, yeah. So I got in trouble because of that because I didn't abide by my punishment. And then she put me in ISS because of it.
Hey,
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie. I had a teacher. She was asking nobody to tie no shoes or no shit, but she did no teaching. Like she just sat there and ate sandwiches and shit.
bro,
Oh,
let me
that
tell
bitch had
you,
it coming. Yeah.
she trifling for asking y'all to tie her shoe. Like that's trifling. It don't get no trifling than that. That's
But
jacked up.
what really pissed her off is that same day or earlier that day, she had fell out her chair and I was dying to fuck laughing. So yeah, I think she was just upset with me.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Oh wow.
So
So
I
we
think
had
she was just
I'm
we
dead.
upset.
had a I had a substitute in high school, right? Her name was Miss Lane, but everybody called her Big Booty Lane because she was like short, but she was like she was old lady thick. You know what I'm saying? Like too much.
She had the teacher fupa.
No,
Y'all
she had.
did y'all call her that to her face?
Oh, you know how kids do, like Big Booty Lane. Like what I'm saying, you say the first part real low, and then you get a
What they
lot
say,
out with
bro?
it.
That's that.
What they
Big Booty
say, bro?
Lane. Hey, Big Booty Lane. Hey, but she was a substitute, but she was like one of them ongoing substitutes. Like she always was at the school. She might as well have been teaching it like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
class or something.
That's how. I mean, that's how it was. Like you got acquainted with the substitutes.
Yeah, but she was one of them substitutes though. Like she wasn't mean, but she was just an old lady stern. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't get in there past her like that. Like it was one
Yeah,
of them
because she was
things
probably
where
used to whooping people with their paddle and shit.
yeah. She was one of them type of substitutes where the video ain't coming out. Like she on some like well the teacher left y'all these pages, y'all do y'all workbook pages, and then after that we'll see what happens. But she was like she would cuss you out in the minute. She was one of them type. Like she knew she had seniority as a substitute. She was always available, so she did what she wanted to do. But yeah, we called her Big Booty Lane.
Bro, nah, it's crazy, bro. I had a what she taught calculus teacher like that, bro. Like she just used to sit at her desk and eat sandwiches, bro, and like be on the phone and shit. Like, and this is a real teacher. This ain't one even no sub. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that she used to bug
That's
me.
jacked up, cuz.
They had a nerve to tell my mama I was failing. Like, bitch, please, we ain't did no work in this motherfucker, bro. Like,
Bitch,
and
that's when you know, like, you
then
still living that moment. Like, bitch, don't you ever in your life tell me I'm failing me this shit.
no, cause then I was like, I felt like you saying my mama like took her side. Like, bro, we not doing no work. Like, stop playing with me. Like,
No, then another thing,
listen,
like,
it only started. It only started because I had my headphones in one time. I'm like, what the fuck we supposed to be doing? You ain't gave us no work. You ain't told us to go to no chapters. You ain't did shit.
so it had, so Miss Sam's had another fat ass teacher friend named Miss Epps. And Miss Epps taught science. So in the middle of us doing this little transition shit, whenever she would get like frazzled because the students wouldn't like, you know how you do like the little callback, you ask the students a question, they supposed to yell back answer. Anyway, nobody was getting the answer right. So she called us ignorant. And my smart ass mouth, I was like, that's not even a word. It's not ignorant. And she got mad.
Oh yeah, Cheyenne was a
I was
savage.
like, but the thing is, I raised my
She
hand. I
carried.
was like, isn't it ignorant? And she was like, what? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I didn't know if she was trying to say ignorant on purpose, but I was like, that's not the right word. So really, you doing that ignorant. And I got in trouble for that too.
Yeah,
Hey,
Cheyenne,
another
you were
quick.
supposed to get in trouble for that one.
What new music y'all listening to?
Bro, I
Oh,
ain't
I
gonna
listen
lie to you, man. I ain't really been on too much new music. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm
not
mixing this.
necessarily new, but I just been on like I don't know. I guess whatever my vibe. I just been kind of chilling. I ain't really heard nothing new
Yeah.
of anything that's dropped really, but I kind of been on my. I'm working on Overton Whiskey 3, which I need to finish on Sunday. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Um. Yeah, Lingo. I'm mixing a new Paid in America album. That's number one. So I started mixing a new Paid in America album. But
Okay.
outside of that, the only thing that I really been on heavy, well, not even really heavy, but like TDE been doing this TDE appreciation, and so
oh,
they've been dropping joints every day. So that's what I've
that
been
J
on.
Rock shit go. I mean not J Rock, Isaiah Rashad
A-
shit. That shit go.
Isaiah Rashad,
Yeah, that shit
uh,
go.
Absol done dropped some. Reason
That's
done
what
dropped a couple of records.
yeah.
Sir done dropped something. It's a car. So only people haven't dropped is the big wigs like
Yeah.
Kendrick haven't dropped yet.
The-
Schoolboy Q, J Rock, and SZA haven't dropped,
yeah.
but they coming
I
though.
like, but I like, you know what? I like that Sir video. That shit kind of. I like how
The
he was.
one, the cartoon joint, like it's like a
Yeah,
what's that cartoon? I'm trying to think of
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
What's my man name off from King of the Hill? Shane.
Boomhauer, John Redcorn.
No, what's the main character name?
Hank.
Fuck. He
Hank.
said propane.
Hank.
Oh,
Hank, yeah, Hank, yeah, that's Hank.
hey,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, hey, hey,
Hank
hey.
Hill and out there propane accessories.
Yeah, that's Hank.
I used to fuck with King of the Hill though,
No, me too. I
which is
used to
ironic, but I mean not ironic, but odd. But yeah, I used to fuck with it. I definitely used to fuck with it.
Yeah, I used to fuck with King of the Hill too. That was my shit for a while.
My name is Hank Hill, and I sell propane and propane accessories.
Why do you
No, you
sound
sound just
exactly
like him,
like
cuz.
that?
You sounded just like him just did for real.
You did?
Hey, did y'all see like what Travis Scott did with Fortnite? Did y'all see this?
Bruh, yes, that shit was fire.
It's
No,
monumental, bro. So do you know about Fortnite, right? Lingo. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I just know it's like a game,
It's
a
a video.
video game.
it's like an open world game.
Yeah,
Correct. That's what somebody told me. Correct. Open world. So you know more than me. So what Travis Scott did was a virtual concert. So what he did was had people in Fortnite. So he had people show up at a venue while they playing the Fortnite game, and he did a live concert virtually.
but it was
I
like
was
the
like,
whole day. It
bro,
was
I
so,
was like, that is
Uh,
genius, bro.
it was cool as shit.
that's hard.
No,
That's
How
hard,
you
bro.
pull that off?
and
I don't know how.
Fortnite, they posted it on their Instagram, but Fortnite got all the little interaction shit so you can like go up. Anyway, that shit was hard.
It would be hard if he did it on the 2K though.
But see, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Steve. Now that he did it with Fortnite, which is like the ultimate platform, he don't open up a window. He can do anything you want to do now.
Yeah.
So now it's like I'm pulling up
Right.
at halftime. If in your season, if you playing 2K, I'm pulling up at halftime performance or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that
Like,
ain't halftime. Call about this what I'm about to hit you with. So like you could play like in the parks like online. So they got this
mm,
shit called the neighborhood, and it got hella courts and shit. But they can put like a stage where he just got his songs and his avatar or whatever.
no, I was like, man, that's so dope, bro. Like that's money. That's changing the narrative, bro. Like that's dope.
No,
When I
that's
saw that, I was like, man.
I don't even play video games.
That's not thinking outside the box. That's realizing there is no box. Y'all know where that comes
Hold
from.
on.
Yeah.
Hey, I've heard that, but I can't quote it for you. But I definitely heard it.
Oh, okay. Find temptation.
Okay. Look. So check this out. Since we up here sharing quotes, I'm gonna share a quote with you that my dog. I was on the phone with my dog before we started recording, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna share something with you that an old head told me." And we were just talking about this whole like COVID-19 and all of this stuff that's going on, and like how everybody ain't as fortunate. Like all of us, we still got jobs. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of folks lost their job and can't really be. You can't work or whatnot. So he was like, "Man, the thing the old head told me, like, you got to understand." He was like, "Bro, the rules don't apply to people who rich, and they don't apply to the people who poor. The rules only apply to the middle class. So if you ain't middle class, everybody else, you do what you want to do, and you suffer the consequences." And I was like, he was like, the rules are relevant for everybody else. The rules only apply to middle class. And I was thinking about it. He was like, look, think about
Mm-hmm.
it, bro. If you poor, you're gonna rob, steal, kill, do whatever you got to do to get bread. And if you get caught, you go to jail. But you don't care because you like, I got to do what I got to do to get it. If you rich, you do what you want to do. If you get caught, you got the money to pay it off. The middle class are the people that got to like basically play by the rules because they got the most to lose. If
They
they
keep
get caught in
everything
something
afloat.
serious, all the little money that they got gonna get gone. And then if they try to do something on the small scale, like like how somebody a poor would do, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, I was like, man, that's a gem, bro.
I don't know who I
Nah,
heard
that's pretty
it
deep.
from some years ago, but it was to that same degree of like the middle class keeps everything afloat. And I don't know how. Damn, I
That's
wish I
true.
had that conversation, but it was pretty deep. But when it came down to it, it was also like, yeah, like if there was no middle class, there it would we would literally be like a third world country where it would just be the rich literally
Yeah.
the poor. Like middle class keeps everything
Right.
afloat because they're in the middle. You can get away not with a lot more, but you can get away with a lot of things when there's a middle class. There's a middle
Right. Right. Right.
class.
I feel that to this extent where the middle class is that level where somebody's always reaching for something. Like the poor are reaching to be the middle class. Middle class are trying to be upper the rich or whatever. Like I feel like on this it keeps everybody on that hamster wheel to like try to strive for something type shit. Like you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah. 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 No, that's real. That's real. That's exactly what it
it's the
is,
place
though.
where most people would probably feel comfortable at. If you probably asked your average person, would you want to be a billionaire? I feel like, of course, everybody's gonna say yeah. But if you told people, well, you could have this average home or this with this job making this like in a middle class setting, they would probably take that before outside of being
Yeah.
a complete billionaire because it's just simple. It sounds easy. It's relatable. Everybody
Right.
I mean,
not
some folks just want a house with a lawn, bro. That's
yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Like you would easily take that way out. That's what I'm saying. Like you would easily pick to be in that middle class. It ain't too much you really got to do if you going if that's all it takes to just
That's true.
come on.
That's a good point. It kind of caught me caught me off guard because it was just really overall thinking about that, man. Just like how the people who ain't really got it right now, like, bro, they having a real hard time. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to do whatever they got to do to pay rent or whatever it is. And it's like
Yeah.
it's hard to kind of relate sometimes when you still out here got a job, bro. Like it's hard to relate to people that don't have no income coming in, or people that got a business and their business just been demolished. Like it's hard to kind of really relate to that until you in that position.
Yeah. Nah, I feel it.
Yes,
And that was the cultural part of our podcast for this evening.
facts. These are trying times that people are. I ain't gonna say um just poor people, but I mean I think people are living in period. Things that
Mm,
are easily accessible aren't things that were deemed as important aren't. So I feel like everybody's trying to make a way to make some kind of money the best way possible, the most efficient way possible, in the most important way possible. Because
right,
nobody's really trying to spend money on extracurricular things. It's kind of on some like flight or flight shit. Like I'm buying what I need and that's it. Like I'm not doing anything extra.
right, right, right,
If you're able to afford extra, then it's like, it's something that I want to keep me happy for now, but it's not, nothing extravagant unless you just got it like that. But yeah, it's I think it's trying time for everybody. And I try to at work especially, I try to relay that message that like it's not just me. Like don't
yeah.
seem like I'm a bad person or I'm not being um sympathetic empathizing with your situation, but everybody is at a standstill right now, like literally. So you just gotta shit, be patient and like calm the fuck down. Like I need people to realize that, bitch, your problem ain't the last problem on earth. And if
Hey,
you're
that
not dying by
that's a
it,
word.
calm the fuck down. Like I really need people to grasp this concept like wholeheartedly because I know I'm saying this right now out of frustration because it's irritating, but I've also
Mm,
through like I've been in a situation where I wasn't able to pay my rent. I couldn't get in my mailbox to get my check for 3 months. I had to harass my postman personally to get my mail. Like I get it, but my thing is, it's gonna be okay. Like it's not
Right.
like if you can if there's like you have to exhaust all of your options until you exhaust all of your options. Just chill the fuck out. Like sometimes some shit just ends up making its way there without you stressing the fuck out and being angry and pissing other people off. If you just simply chill the fuck out, like if your problems aren't dire, if you're not dying at that moment, I promise you, a way will be made if you just calm the fuck down. And I just
That's real, Cheyenne.
have
That's real.
that concept because I
That's
try to
real.
explain this stuff to people at work. It doesn't come across very well because, of course, I'm the bad lady in the office. Totally fine by me, but I really be wanting to tell them just calm the fuck down. Like
So, Cheyenne, what we're gonna call that, what you just did, and we probably gonna have to start doing this more often. That
mhm,
is just Cheyenne's cultural thought of the week, right? I
yeah,
love what you just did, right? That was beautiful. That was
thank
beautiful. Lingo, do you got a culturally ratchet question for the week? Are you on the spot with it?
No, I'm about to fall asleep with y'all folk, bro. What's up, bro?
Oh wow, we bored, bro? Like what?
I'm tired, bro.
that would have
Nah,
been
I ain't got no question. I'm just talking shit, bro. I'm just talking shit, bro. I'm talking shit, bro. Nah, I don't have a culturally ratchet, bro. I ripped off like 7 of them the first week, bro.
Here's the thing, bro. Because you ripped out so many, that's why I came directly to you because I thought you was gifted in this area.
Oh, nah. You caught me out good.
terrible.
You caught me out good. You caught me out good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
God bless.
Nah.
Ah!
All right, so check this out, man. I
Hey,
got my
look,
bro.
nah,
Well,
I'm over here scrambling. I'm over here scrambling too, trying to think of what.
I I tried to like, you know what I'm saying. I thought I was gonna be Mark Jackson today, you know what I'm saying. But
You,
I guess
AG hear us, man, say Mark Jackson.
I tried to, And look, I said that because I know you was on your 2K and you got the Knicks, you know what I'm saying. So I was trying to, you feel me?
Yeah, I see what you did. I see what you
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
I
yeah,
see what
yeah,
you
but
did.
it's cool, man. It's cool. So my bro,
Hey,
what this week?
I got y'all. I got y'all next week. I promise.
Okay, cool, 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 cool. So my bro, what this week, man? I've been really getting into my college bag, man, and I started thinking like, man, I ain't heard no music from this guy in a minute, bro. Where's Sean Paul at? And let me clarify, I'm talking about Sean Paul, reggae artist,
Just give me a
not Sean Paul or Youngbloods.
just,
I was just. Hold on, you talking about Sean Paul, the reggae artist? You said right,
yeah.
Yeah.
bro? I was just listening to him like on the 2000 playlist. I was listening to. I was like, damn, dog really had a little run for a minute.
He
Like,
he had a run,
just
bro.
give me the light.
Hmm.
That was my shit.
He
That
had a
was my
run,
shit.
and he had the Beyonce joints.
That's what
Oh,
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like the big
Yeah,
names were fucking with him. Like,
yeah, bro.
so I guess this would be a culture ratchet question before we hop off.
Okay,
oh, go
go
Um,
ahead.
ahead.
it's more culture than ratchet. Do y'all feel like the Pentagon releasing these quote unquote spottings of the UFOs? Do you think they're cap or not?
Um, I think they're trying to find a way to get people to stop talking about COVID-19.
Mm.
That's all I think it is.
A lot, but
Hey man, it's all about the Kansas City Shuffle, man.
That's it. Kansas City Shuffle. If y'all don't know what it is, y'all go. Hold on. What movie is that? Is that Casino?
Lucky, lucky number 11.
Lucky number 11. That's right. I'm all wrong, but yeah, Lucky number 11 with Bruce Willis, that white guy, can't remember his name, and Morgan
it's a
Freeman, right?
movie.
Yeah, that shit hard too.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a real good
Uh,
movie.
Cheyenne might know. What's buddy name that play on Othello? I mean on O.
Yep.
Josh.
Yeah, something like that.
Look at H with the save.
H with the save. I see you.
That was walking
But
it
yeah,
lit.
hey Cheyenne, real talk though. If you got some time tonight, if you just want to watch something, that's a good movie to watch. Well, you gonna it
I
ain't
am.
gonna
She
really.
gotta find that one though. You gotta find that one though. I don't know
You
what
might
it's
have to.
at.
I can text you the site that you can probably find. Cause they probably ain't gonna be on Netflix. I doubt if it's on
Yeah,
It's
Netflix.
let
on one of them Project 123 joints.
Something like that. Something like that. I got another site for you though, but we ain't gonna put it out there in the air like that just in case. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
yeah,
gonna put it out in the open.
Yeah,
it's
see,
all about the Kansas City Shuffle, man. While you looking one way,
some
they
other
got
shit.
Gonna
something
go
else
another
going
way.
on over here.
Facts, facts.
Yup.
That's all it's about,
Well, I
man.
just wanted to say that I miss you guys, and I can't wait to be like in person again. And
True.
yeah.
Hey, look, I was gonna text y'all that I just didn't want a lot of backlash. I ain't, I know Shy was gonna come with that. Oh, like I ain't got time for that. I'm a
Oh,
gangster.
I was definitely gonna hit you with the that was my favorite band.
Talk about you a gangster. Cuz ain't that
I
wrong
ain't
with
got
being
time.
vulnerable, bro? He said he ain't got
I
time.
ain't got no time for that. I'm
No,
a gangster.
no. Now, real talk. Like one thing that I can truly say with being in this quarantine is that you really learn to appreciate human interaction because, bruh, like not being able to just like really be around people on a regular basis, that's a
Yes,
tough thing for me.
Hey, I noticed that at work though. Like people, we didn't even have a conversation like that. Just be randomly trying to get their thoughts off on me. Like, all right, bro.
They need it, bruh.
Like,
They need it.
and we ain't never
So yeah,
like had a conversation before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right, right, right.
okay, but I felt like they needed that. They needed that.
That's
So,
true. Oh, hold
my
on.
word of the
Hey,
week
Lino,
is
before you get your word of the week, I just want to publicly acknowledge that even during quarantine, we have found out a way to interrupt my bro where by going on a tangent on something else.
even in the quarantine.
it was
Even
Cheyenne
in the
fault. I'm
quarantine.
real Cheyenne.
Hey, it's all good. That's what we do, fam. That's what we do.
It can't be helped, bro. It can't be helped, bro. It's routine.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
my word of the week is Zephyr. Need to know how to spell it.
That's a big word. Yeah. Go ahead and
It's
spell
only
it
a
for the
six
people.
letter word.
Spell it for the people.
Zephyr, and it means any soft or gentle breeze.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I dug that one out the archives.
I feel like
Mm.
I've given a lot of shout outs over this podcast more than I normally like to, but I can't remember them all. I do remember. I know I said our bar and Darius Cooks, but my official shout out of the week is going to Oxcore ATL. So tomorrow night at 8:30, they'll be doing a live on Instagram, kind of like a pass the Ox ordeal. 40 ounce pole and Anissa Brene are going to be hosting. So I want you guys to tune into that because you ain't got shit else to do if you're gonna be at the house. So you might as well do it. But yeah, it's called Oxcord ATL. Again, it's 40 ounce pole and Anissa Brene. Tune in tomorrow at 8:30 on IG Live. They're gonna be doing just some back and forth, some good music, good vibes. Bring your
That's
whatever you
dope.
can, roll up, pull up. Vibe is gonna be out there. It's gonna be a little situation for you Wednesday, a little wind down Wednesday turn up. So yeah, I want to give a shout out to them for still being able to create something interesting and intriguing for the culture, and just some fun shit for everybody to do. Like it's everybody tired of being in the house, but get your nice little setup outside. Maybe tomorrow. I think it's supposed to rain, but or set your little some shit up inside. Get you some vibes going, some libations, and have a good time. So shout out to them tomorrow.
For sure.
Hold on. You said libations? What's that? I'm
Libations?
Googling.
That's an That's an
What?
adult beverage.
Yeah, liquor,
Oh, okay.
spirits. But without further ado,
I
thank
knew that. I just wanted people to know too.
okay. Thank y'all for I can't. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the No Buffer Podcast. The Culture Ratchet Podcast. We say what we want when we want no buffer, just facts. Last name good, Lingo Steve and myself are in the building. Usually on Mondays. Today is a Tuesday. We was having some technical difficulties, so you should still fuck with us on a regular Monday. But thank y'all for keeping up with us this far. We know it's difficult. Everybody's ready to get back outside, but stay your ass in the house, despite what that white man says. Your mama says stay in the house until further notice. So, um,
Hmm.
from the Q with love, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Get y'all some merch while y'all ain't got nowhere to go, so y'all can sit out in the patio and look cute. And when y'all get back outside, y'all can look cute with y'all culture ratchet gear. But without further ado, we will see y'all black asses next week. We are out.